What is going on, y'all? Psych Perspectives GeoFucks here. And in this video, what we're going to be discussing is, and I've made videos on this so many times before, and it's the same situation. People always Hoover and come back, and we need to get into the mindset of realizing that people coming back is not a good thing. Someone that's always hoovering you is not a good thing. A lot of people like to brag about, well, he always coming back, or she always coming back, they always coming back. At the end of the day, he gonna be home with me, she gonna be home with me, they gonna be home with me. And there's really nothing to brag about. You know what I mean? Because when you really sit down and think about it, when people make these hoovering attempts, especially if we're dealing with a toxic, dysfunctional, and or narcissistic person, they're making these Hoover attempts basically to do a temperature check on you to see if they still have access to you. That's really all that really means a lot of times when you're dealing with toxic, dysfunctional, and or narcissistic individuals. It's not because they had a change of heart, they had an epiphany, all of a sudden they recognized that their behaviors was toxic and dysfunctional and negative. It's not because all of a sudden they realize that you are the love of their life. No. If you're dealing with a true narcissistic person, somebody that's toxic and dysfunctional like that, no. Because see, here's the thing. Because in my situation, again, the person that I kicked to the curb at the end of February 2021, so we're talking about over a year and a half ago, damn near. So well over a year ago, going on a year and a half ago. Okay, this person messaged me, what was that, Saturday night? It's Monday. And it was so random. Because again, I haven't talked to this person in forever. I haven't seen this person in forever. We're talking about well over a year ago. Okay? We're literally talking about 15 months ago was the last time I talked and saw this person. So, and this is not the first time they've made a Hoover. They made Hoovers in 2021. After that whole situation, twice there were 2 Hoovers, and then here we are, it's May of 2022, and I'm still being hoovered by this person. And it's just like, it's wild to me, because I'm not interested. And I kind of think, again, when you're dealing with these types of individuals, people who have really overinflated egos, it's hard for them to realize that people move on with their lives, that people are not interested in playing the games with them, that you see through their bullshit. You see the games that are being played. You recognize the red flags that were being, thrown on the play. You recognized all of it. And they just cannot comprehend, accept reality. They think that you're supposed to be constantly chasing after them. You're supposed to be constantly wanting to be with them. So when you don't communicate with them, you're not reaching back to talk to them, you're not chasing after them, you're not bothering them, you've cut off all contact and you've moved on with your life, they are not going to be able to accept that in many cases. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. I mean, literally 15 months later, you're still reaching out to somebody, and they don't talk to you, they don't text you, they don't call you, they don't follow you on social media, they don't want shit to do with you, and you are still reaching out to them 15 months later. Ciao. And the conversation was very short because immediately within the text messaging, the only thing that you're interested in is still the same thing. And me personally, I don't deal with DL down low men. I don't deal with men who are living double and quadruple lives, are not forthcoming about their sexuality. I don't deal with people who want to be transphobic in public, but then behind closed doors, all up in your damn DM, trying to get booty. I don't deal with people like that. So, again, I paid it. And again, I haven't responded since. It's now Monday. So that's why I be saying, like, you really have to be mindful of this. Again, when you go through your self-care journey, when you start setting boundaries for yourself, when you start having self-discipline and being self-accountable for your own behaviors and actions, and you start moving with a purpose, you're not going to be interested in these types of people. You're going to pay it dust, because you're going to be able to spot the BS right away. You're not going to be sitting up getting blown away by BS. You're not going to be sitting up getting excited about BS. You're not going to be sitting up, hooping and hollering about BS. You're just going to be able to spot the red flag, and you're going to be done. You're not going to be interested in dealing with that BS. So anyways, it's ridiculous. But I just wanted to say that real quick, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, what do you mean? What do you mean? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, these people will Hoover you. People really think when we're talking about these types of individuals that we're making it up. And it's like, no. I got people from 2019, the person that I dealt with in 2019, hoovering me on Instagram. This has happened numerous times. The person from 15 months ago, February of 2021, hoovering me in May of 2022. So that's why I'm here to say, like, no, I done changed my phone number. It's just so many things that I've had to do to avoid certain people, because I'm not interested in going back and forth with you. You either come correct or you don't come at all. And again, you still are on the same shit. I'm not interested in just having a bunch of random hookups with somebody that doesn't even want to acknowledge that I exist, let alone want to hang out in public. Like, and then you're clearly lying about stuff. So it's like, I'm just not interested. And when you get to this stage, it's a blessing, because you are literally able to avoid a lot of unnecessary trauma and BS and drama. Let's just keep it real. When you're able to avoid these types, honey, clap and let the church say amen, because you dodged a much needed bullet.